Hi, this is episode 40 of the Antiphonary walkthrough. We have arrived at the verso of folio 19 and we are quickly approaching Matins of Christmas. This is the age of Hodie Nobis, which will feature in the next movie. But let us focus on the left-hand page here. We are actually continuing instructions on what to sing if the vigil of Christmas would occur on the fourth Sunday of Advent. These are responsories with their respective page numbering or folio numbering. Instructions on what to sing when lauds occur. Instructions on what kind of matins, and then primam, tertiam, sextam, nonam. In vigilia natalis Domini, so on the day before or the evening before Christmas, and at vespers, with the psalms to be sung, you will sing these antiphons, which actually are taken from the feria, from the days of the week. The margin here has an interesting reordering of the vespers of the Vigilia Nativitatis. As you can see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the one indicated as 5 here and as 5 here is actually this Levate Capita, which is a very clear second mode piece. A very clear D and F structured little piece. Continuing, after the reordering of the Vespers, we also have some instructions if the vigil would occur on the 5th or the 6th feria. And then there is another antiphon to be sung, or rather this one, the completi, to be omitted, as you can see here. Continuing, we have an indication of the verbum caro responsorio, the very famous Christmas responsory, with a hymn indication, Veni Redemptorum, versiculum, and this is the indication of the antiphon to be sung with the Magnificat. Actually, we have a really few brilliant very nicely drawn letters here. This is the C of cum esset, and the other one here, the X of Christus, actually multicolored, very nicely done. And of course not to forget the D of Dominus, very nice letters. So again, this is really a book that holds a lot of artwork. De Sancto Bavone is of course a reference to the saint to which the abbey was dedicated, the Ghent abbey. And another, De Sancta Anastasia, which is a saint who has her feast on the 25th of December. The Orthodox churches would do this on the 22nd of December, but in classical Christian Catholic churches this would be on the 25th of December, so which is an exceptional thing, because normally you would have no extra commemorations, because the feast itself, the feast of Christmas in this case, would be too dominant. After the invitatorium of Christus natus est nobis of Christmas, we have an indication of hymn, Christe Redemptorum, and then, of course, the normal sequence of antiphons start with in primo nocturno, the Dominus Dixit. The second antiphon is the famous Tamquam Sponsus Dominus. It actually has 5 notes for every 4 syllables. Well, that's just nice to be able to tell you this, but not really important. If we take a look at the page as a whole, you can see that this dum has been added later in a different hand, and as we have seen before, with a totally different setting. You have outside of the, well, rather in the margin, so outside of the normal layout, and with black lines instead of red ones, which is an antiphon to be sung with the Magnificat in the primis vespris, so in the first vespers of Christmas. Next movie will feature this wonderful H of the Hodie nobis. Thanks for listening. Keep watching.